Greetings to all the officers of the LAPD Topanga Station. My name is Timothy Brazil, and I'd like to first thank you for taking this time to view this demonstration. Today, I'll be showcasing how older drone technology, specifically used with the DJI Mavic 2 Pro and paired with the Litchi app software, can be utilized to simulate a flight mission from point A to point B. In this demonstration, it will highlight simply the potential for drones to provide real-time aerial support for law enforcement, even on a limited budget. So basically, the goal here is to show how this technology can deliver critical situational awareness during incidents, helping you enhance public safety. While this example uses older technology, the hope here is that with the proper funding, the department can eventually invest in enterprise-grade drones. So these advanced systems here would provide an even greater flexibility and more capabilities to further support your efforts in serving the community. So without further ado, let's take a look and see how this mission unfolds. So you may have heard me use the term mission. Well, I want to break that down and help simplify, help you understand what that means. So I'm referring to a drone flight mission, which basically is a planned operation where a drone is flown to complete a specific task. Now, this typically involves several different things. Number one, you have to narrow down the objective. What is this mission for? In our case, we are trying to use it to send out or deploy to a scene of a crime. All right, so that's our objective. Next, this is used for pre-flight planning. In other words, I need to choose how I want the drone to fly, the path I want it to go, the altitude, how high I want it to fly, and adjust any additional settings that I need to adjust. Next, you have the execution phase, where do I want the drone to fly manually, meaning I'm doing all the piloting, or do I want it to fly autonomously using its automated controls? You have to factor in the data collection. Am I capturing photos? Am I capturing videos in this process? Am I just providing a visual aid or a visual glimpse of the scene of the crime or what's going on, or sensor data? I have to define that. And then lastly, really all this is just reviewing and using the collected data for whatever purpose you intend to use it for. So at the end of the day, it's a structured way to fly a drone for a specific purpose. All right. So now in the video, you're going to see me go ahead and take off using the current drone that I have, which is the Mavic 2 Pro. And you're going to see how, with me not controlling it manually, I'm using it to automatically fly to the destination that I've already created. I've already created using the Litchi app software. I want to point out that with this current drone, we're only getting about maybe 30 minutes of battery life with it. So that's one thing to factor out when you're doing something like this. It may help to have multiple drones to deploy at certain periods of time due to the limitations of some of the batteries that are used in some of the older equipment compared to newer technology today. All right, so without further ado, let's watch this demonstration. I'm going to go ahead and try this. Start mission. Start now. Here we go. The drone is taking off. The drone is taking off. Again, I am not doing anything. I am not doing anything. The drone is taking off. It's lifting on its own. It's positioning itself now. All right. Give it a minute to the mission is done. So it flew over. Now what I'm going to do is switch over now to the DJI drone app so that I can personally take over the drone. So the cool thing about this is that it allows me here, after I run the mission, I can quickly gain control of the drone right back. So again, the purpose of this is to simply demonstrate that we can put in GPS coordinates by way of using the Litchi app, and it will take us to our location on the map. We select the points in which we want the drone to fly. And then once we reach our destination, the pilot in command can then take control. And once that pilot in command takes control, then law enforcement can easily do what they need to do, seeing that they have a good visual of the situation. All right, and there we go. We have a perfect landing. And now that's basically how you run a successful waypoint mission to have the drone autonomously fly from from point A to point B. And again, all I had to do was just put in the coordinates, and the drone took off to that location. And once it reached that location, I then accessed the DJI app to gain full control of the drone to bring it back home. Again, thank you so much for this opportunity.